You have something special. You have greatness in you. I've got a message for you, and I want you to share it with others. Don't be selfish. I want to talk to you about shifting your focus and managing your mind and the thoughts that you have. Because when we wake up in the morning, advertisers are competing for the real estate of our minds. What we have to do is begin to be proactive in programming ourselves rather than allowing ourselves to be programmed by the world. That's why we're told, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. If you agree with me, I want you to put yes in the comment section. Just put yes. Make a brother feel good. And something else, see, there are things that are going to happen beyond our reach. And it's important that you be okay with that. That's God's business. You do what you can do, handle your business and those things that you can handle. And those things that are beyond you, you have to let go or be dragged. Because there's a lot of stuff in this thing called life that we've never been through before. I feel like Mother Teresa, who said, Lord, I know you know how much I can bear. I just wish you didn't have so much confidence in me. Oh my goodness, oh boy. So I want to share some thoughts with you. People ask me, what do you do during tough times? How do you handle it? Well, they ask the right person. As I speak to you, I have this trophy here from Cancer Centers of America. It's a trophy you don't want. It's called the Cancer Center Perseverance Award. Perseverance. I'm a 29-year, fourth-stage prostate cancer conqueror, all right? So you don't want that award. Several awards you want, civil awards you want. But I'm glad to get the award because I'm still here. So the question becomes, how do you do that? How do you keep a positive mindset in the face of a prognosis and say you're the way out? How do you deal with that? Well, number one, what's very important is to understand this. At any given time, we have the power to choose. Choose ye this day whom ye shall serve. We have the power to choose to focus on the things that are not what we want them to be, or focus on what we can do to create the things that we want in our lives. See, because at the end of the day, life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you don't want will automatically take over. So I deliberately, when I wake up in the morning, I'm grateful. I say I'm great and grateful. I'm still here. There are a lot of people who didn't wake up this morning. They're taking a dirt nap. Hello, so I'm grateful. I'm not in pain. You can hear my voice. I can still serve. At 77, I can still make an impact. All right, so what you have to do is face this. Every day is not going to be a good day, but there's some good in every day. So here's my challenge to you. Look for the good. I ain't playing with you. I'm coming for you right now. Look for the good because it's here. And then just take the time to savor it. What most people do, and this is crucial, they leave their minds open like a universal garbage can, taking in stuff and information that they can't do anything about. I support the Ukrainians without any question. I pray for them. I support them. I will contribute to anything to help people who are being displaced. But I will not watch the news on that. It's too negative. I just won't inundate my mind with stuff that does not build me up. You remember that song? Don't let nobody bring me no bad news. If you can identify with what I'm saying up in here. My brother, I was talking to him the other day, my twin brother, and I could hear him cranking up to give me some bad news. I said, hold your spin. Hold on just a minute. I paused for a minute and said, you know what, I'm going to circle back with you. And so he thought I hung up, and I heard him say in the background, he's not going to call me back. He's right, no, I don't want to hear that. He was about to tell me some problem about somebody I don't even know. Why do I need that in my mind? I remember a story about a very brilliant man. We've all heard his name, Albert Einstein. He was asked for his phone number, and he went to a payphone booth. He opened up a telephone book, and they said, wait a minute, you're asking for your phone number? He said, I don't keep information in my mind that's not usable to me. I don't call myself. Why should I put some stuff in my mind about things I can't do anything about other than saying, well, I'm sorry to hear that. But I will take in things that inspire me, things that encourage people that I can use in my presentations. I tell speakers and I train speakers, and some of you out there, I want you to listen to me. I'm going to give you a strategy on how to become a powerful global voice of transformation. You've got to be a good listener. I listen for stories that encourage, that motivate, that inspire. There's a story on the internet of a little 8-year-old Ukrainian girl who went up to a soldier who had all of his gear, his rifle, and everything he needed to kill somebody. And this little girl, unarmed, had only her fist, and she went up and punched him. Now, of course, she didn't cause any damage, but she was striking a blow for, give me liberty or give me death. I know you can kill me. I know you don't value my life. I know you just blew up a hospital with children in it. I know that. But we're fighting for our freedom here, and all I've got is this right here. And I'm going to come up there, and I'm going to punch you with everything I've got. Now that's inspiring. I want to hear those kinds of stories. Tell me stories that I can share, that can lift people's spirits, that can encourage people. Because see, at the end of the day, we don't know how strong we are until we have to be strong. You don't know enough about yourself to be a wimp. Greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. You are more than a conqueror. And when you just believe that I'm more than a conqueror, that's when you'll truly understand the strength that's inside you. I'm made in the likeness and image of God. It doesn't get any better than that. I've been given authority and dominion over everything on the face of the earth. These are not just words to be read, but to be lived from. People say, practice what you preach. No, preach what you practice. Sometimes you have to get an attitude with yourself and begin to realize we're more blessed than we give ourselves credit for being. We must focus on that. When I get up in the morning, I have a gratitude list. I write down the things that I'm grateful for, that you can hear me, that I can see. I have my nephew James. He went stone blind. My twin brother's son went blind at 38. I'm grateful that I have the ability to see and hear, and that I can pick up my body weight. There was a period of time when I was being rolled around in a wheelchair because of sciatica pain and the pain from the little C cancer. So there's always going to be some stuff. Viktor Frankl talks about it in Man's Search for Meaning. He says, you're either in a problem, just left one, or headed toward one. Therefore, take unto you the whole armor of God. What is that armor? Faith. And faith not tested can't be trusted. Perseverance, you're going to go through some stuff. A lady had a car accident. Her neck was broken. She said, my neck was broken, but my neck didn't break me. Although she's a quadriplegic, she's still living a productive life. She's not somewhere feeling sorry for herself. The other thing is, you have to watch who you talk to. I think of a friend named Ed, who just passed a few weeks ago. He was the first person whose seminar I ever went to. Ed had something he did, and at first I didn't get it. Ed would never ask you, how are you doing? I said, Ed, why don't you ask how people are feeling? He said, because they might tell you. He said, no, I just tell them you're doing great. You look better than the last time I saw you. You see, I compliment them. I find something good to say because people want to tell somebody about what they're dealing with. But you want to call forth those things that be not as though they were. Do you believe that? Are you down with that? Do you understand what I'm sharing with you right now? It's a part of what we have been told, and it's something that we don't want to just hear, but live from that place to stand in that place of power. I believe we're here for a reason, and all this stuff that's happening, God is in the midst of it. Therefore, take unto you the whole armor. We've got to stand up inside ourselves and face it head on. Call life what it is. Sometimes I have to get an attitude with myself, because sometimes things get to me. I have a son who's bipolar schizophrenic, and I had to realize, hey, that's his trip. He doesn't want to take his medication. He's 38 years old. That's beyond me. That's him and God. They've got to work that thing out. I'm not going to stress myself out about stuff I can't control. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot control, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. See, it's easy to say those nice little words when you don't have any pain in your body, when your bills are paid, when you're not facing foreclosure, or when your relationship is working out fine and your children act like they have good sense. It's easy to say those things, but when life knocks you down, when life challenges you, that's when you have to pull and call on the armor. That's when you have to be able to understand, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Oh boy, this thing called life. I saw something with some actors. They were talking about how had they learned when they were younger that whatever you're going through right now, if it's bad, if it's painful, if it's tragic, guess what? This too shall pass. And whatever you're going through right now, if it's a celebration, if you're happy, if you're joyful, if things are going great, if you feel good in your body, you're physically capable of doing whatever you want to do. Your relationship is working out fine, this too shall pass. What do I mean? Life is a roller coaster. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes things go well, sometimes they don't. But we have the power to be an observer and not buy into it and decide, wait a minute, I'm going to find some good in this. I'm going to wrestle with this angel until I find my blessing up in here. Life is a fight for territory, and once you stop fighting for what you want, peace of mind, your relationship, your health, once you stop fighting for what you want, a good night's sleep. A relationship where you love each other and care about each other and have each other's back once you're unwilling to fight for what you want. What you don't want will automatically take over. I ain't playing with you. I'm telling you what I know. You have something special. And even if you don't believe me, I don't care. I'm going to say it until I get through to you. Why? Because that's my mission. I believe live your life the way you want to live your life. And that's what I'm doing. My goal is to leave my life inspiring you, encouraging you, lifting spirits, reminding you of the greatness that you have in you, reminding you that you are a treasure, you are a masterpiece because you're a piece of the master. Oh, behave. Hello. So having said those words, I want you to know, Tyrone and I, my little squirrel friend, you have something special. You have greatness in you. Bye for now. Oh, behave.